Assalamualaikum everyone. Agent Syahid here and
Shy.
we are from the
Patio.
Patio. Still the same. Still the same.
No,
Any like music producer can share with us how to make it nicer.
Alright. About the internal jokes eh.
Okay, where we share about things revolving about
House
money and
and
family,
family,
inshallah.
yes.
Alright.
Inshallah.
So
Okay.
in the previous episode, we share a bit on our education background.
Yep.
Yeah.
And our kids' background,
Yeah.
education background, like
Right.
why we chose certain path for them.
Yeah, so if you want to know more about that, go watch the previous episode. Yeah. So in today's episode, we want to talk about something interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe I want to pose to you one question. What you want
You is who you, me.
You lah, whoever. There's no one else here. I mean, except for the producer.
Yeah.
Maybe one day we can invite them. I also
Yeah.
want to ask them questions. Maybe insyaAllah. Okay. Tapi kalau kita kat dalam, siapa nak anukan?
It's about what?
Okay, what you want to be when you are young, when you are a small kid, what do you want to be lah? Apa panggil aspiration lah?
Ambition.
Ambition. What's your ambition? What you want to be when you were young?
Okay, honestly, as far as my memory holds, unlike you, I can remember everything for as young as 2 or 3 even I can still remember.
Okay.
I've always wanted to be a teacher.
Wah.
Yeah. Partly because my family, my mother's side, my grandfather was, my late grandfather was a principal. My my uncle was a teacher. Even among my cousins also, many were doing teacher training at that point in time and all that. So I don't know, maybe that kind of innate
The environment lah.
I don't know environment. I don't think anyone speaks about that, but somehow I really wanted to be a teacher. So I remembered one of my birthday gift was actually a blackboard.
Okay.
Last time we didn't use whiteboard, no, it's blackboard with chalk.
Chalk.
Yeah, so I was so happy because I had the chalkboard. I placed all the toys in front of me and I became a teacher. And ever since then, I told my grandfather I really want to be a teacher.
Okay.
Yeah, so it has never changed. So
Alhamdulillah.
over the years also, you know, primary school, secondary school, even JC, even until university, the path was very clear for me.
Interesting.
Yeah, I wanted that. So,
Yeah.
so I wanted
So
to be a
alhamdulillah,
teacher.
your side it's like dream came true
Yeah,
Yeah, because you want to
Alhamdulillah.
be a teacher and then you managed to be a teacher. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
for
mine?
No, I never knew
I
actually.
never knew.
Do you even know?
I know lah. Of course lah, I know.
Okay, what was it?
When I was young, my ambition was to be a pilot.
Okay lah, that was not a...
Tapi bukan pilot yang what do you call it? Normal commercial tau. Jet fighter.
Wow. Dia banyak tengok kartun apa ni?
Tak tahu. When I was I also don't know. I just find it cool at that point of time to be a jet fighter pilot. So that is ambition yang tak tercapai, yang takkan tercapai.
But do you verbalize it?
Tak lah, it's
Tell
just
anyone you
an
didn't,
ambition that you just look cool at the point of time. To be honest with you, until I was a teenager, so I don't know what I want to be. Right. Until I was in uni also, I don't know what I want to be after I graduate. Sometimes maybe, we don't have macam, you can see the stark difference. She knows who she wants to be from young age. And I'm until uni also, I don't know what I want to be.
Were there conversations with anyone, school, parents growing up about career paths for you?
At that point of time, I was tak. So the exposure was not there during our time lah. I think alhamdulillah now there's a lot more in terms of the like pre-U students, the career path sessions, which is good from organizers and everything, so that at least give these kids like some ideas where they want to lead, where they want to go and everything. So mine at that point of time tak ada. So we just need to like sort out the things on our own.
So how do you go about sorting out and finding out what you want to do?
Wah, kira to me, for my path, right, everything I feel is really decided from him lah, in a sense lah. Because I don't have an ambition. I mean, I don't know what I want to be. So even after I graduated from Al-Azhar University, dah balik Singapore, after American University pun dah balik Singapore, tak tahu nak buat apa ni. Kita macam, nak kerja apa what do I want to be?
Why didn't you go to the normal path that people expected all madrasah students' path to lead to, which is the religious sector lah?
Understood?
Be it in the masjid, in MUIS or whatever.
Of course,
was that one of the path that you were considering?
I mean, at that point of time, it is one lah, but the consideration is very minimal lah. Very minimal, because different people have different passion. I would say different passion, different interests. So my interest was not there. I mean, I learned religious subjects because I love learning about faith and everything for my personal understanding. And moving forward, Alhamdulillah, during my uni days, I fell in love with the language itself, Arabic, which until now I still love the language a lot, and I feel that as Muslims, it should be the first foreign language that you all learn. That's what I feel lah. Okay.
Not Chinese For us
Yeah.
in Singapore.
So that being said, after I fell in love with the language, yang kelakarnya in madrasah semua kita belajar bahasa Arab, tapi the passion is not really there yet. We learn through
Haven't
system.
bloomed dah.
But alhamdulillah, it was beneficial. Whatever that we have learned. Cuma I feel in future, once you decide to go for your career path, you must do something that you're passionate about. I feel this is my personal preference, opinion. You nak kerja, buat benda yang you suka lah. Kalau tak, it's just dragging your feet to work and doing things that you might not be interested in, kind of thing kan. So balik, then I got 2 offers. Kira biasalah, when you graduated, then of course there will be people offering you jobs at that point of time lah. Sekarang ni mungkin susah pasal competition is a lot that you need to go and apply and everything. When I came back, alhamdulillah,
So you were headhunted lah.
in a way lah, in a way. So got 2 offers lah. One from a mosque, and the other one is from an Arabic center. Okay, so the mosque I can remember, I can just share with you also lah. At that point of time, my friend was in Masjid Aliman. Bukan Sairil sama batch sama batch. My senior. So he was asking me whether I want to be in the mosque to be. Diorang dulu ada, I'm not sure until now masih ada ke tak, yang jaga belia. Jaga belia.
YDO.
YDO. How you know? Yeah, so at the point of time, the position that is being so-called offered to me, whether I want to be a YDO, Youth Development Officer, at the point of time. And the other one was an Arabic instructor lah. Dia panggil Arabic instructor dekat one of the pioneer Arabic centers in Singapore that now dah tak ada as of now. Al-Markaz, for those of you who know. I think I have quite a number of students who studied there with me at Al-Markaz. So, weighing down these 2 options available, like I said, my inclination is towards the Arabic language. So, yalah, easy choice for me lah. So yeah, I go and took up the Arabic language instructor punya position, and I taught there for 5 years.
Oh.
Yeah, for 5 years. Interestingly for me kan, kadang macam orang cakap, oh mungkin you ada experience teaching. I don't have, no. I have 0 experience in teaching before I entered the so-called institution.
Not even tuition anything.
Not even tuition, not even, because I tak ada ambition nak jadi teacher.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so that's why tak pernah. Kerja pun dah pernah cerita in the previous episode, kerja short and safe, kerja F&B, tak ada kena-mengena dengan tu. But like I said, Allah decided for me to be in this path of sharing my knowledge in Arabic language, which alhamdulillah I'm truly thankful and grateful for it. So because tak pernah ada aspiration to be a teacher kan. So suddenly Allah cakap, okay, kau jadi teacher. Jadi teacher. So at the start, I learn how to teach, macam shadow all the instructors over there. And alhamdulillah for now, macam teaching wise in terms of like we understand the methodology of teaching, pedagogy, how to make it engaging. So I learned throughout the years. That's my side. Yeah. So now coming forward, right? The next question will be from educators. Kita both are educators. Now, what is your career?
No, honestly, even now, I'm a financial services consultant, right?
Okay.
But I feel that this is a seamless
Transition.
change. Seamless transition from me as a teacher. Because I'm still educating.
True.
So that's why when we were sitting down thinking about what should I do next, something that provides flexibility of time, something that can provide certain income that we need as a family, it randomly came that I should do this. Correct?
Yeah.
And
it came during our annual retreat.
First annual retreat.
Yeah.
First annual meeting.
Yeah.
So it was like what you say, Allah yang masukkan ilham tu, because I've never imagined that I'll be a financial services consultant.
True.
But I wanted to learn how to manage money. I wanted to learn how to manage our family's money better.
Correct.
But I still want to teach. So this was a marrying of passion and a need at that point in time. Yeah, so to be honest, I really don't feel any difference what I'm doing now, because I still feel I'm educating. I still get that sense of fulfillment that you have helped someone. Teachers have that, Teachers have this thing that I've done something to impart knowledge. I feel good because inshallah I've helped people. So that is the same thing that I'm feeling currently. Yeah, so I think,
Alhamdulillah.
so it's the same. I think for you also the same one. Yes, we have other skill sets we need to learn as realtor or even as a financial consultant. But the main crux of the matter is you are still educating people, right?
Yep.
And you still
Agreed.
want to help.
True.
Yeah, so
True.
this nurturing self lah kononnya, yeah.
Yeah, but I think during our annual meeting tu, she asked me, because she was looking at the career path, the next career path moving forward kan. Because our kids dah grow older and everything. Because she resigned from teaching because to take care of the kids and everything. So when hit to the point the kids are older, we find that okay lah, now we have certain goals, family goals and couple goals
That
that we want
needs
to
me
achieve.
to go out to work.
Yeah, that's the discussion during annual meeting. But it's a two-way street. Yeah, so alhamdulillah, after that meeting, we find that okay lah, what
Can I do?
that has flexibility of
Yes.
time, that she can still manage the kids and still continue to share knowledge with people and everything. So she asked me, you never asked me to become a real estate agent before. Why? Why? Sometimes you have like husband and wife couple in a real estate agent punya industry. And she asked me like, why I never asked her before. I can recall like macam pernah tanya, tapi macam fikir-fikir balik, I also feel that personally, it's best for her to be another industry so that we can complement each other lah at that point of time.
Because our circles might overlap.
Correct, might overlap.
Yeah.
Might overlap. So, and I have always wanted to collaborate or to partner with an FSC personally. Why? Because throughout my journey as a real estate agent, we always see figures. We always see like money. Like jual rumah ni dapat this kind of profits, this kind of investments and everything.
And sometimes you also need to advise them on how to work towards their
Correct.
next purchase and all that.
Correct.
Right?
Like how to be debt free, how to reach to a position whereby you can finish paying off your mortgages earlier. So all this planning is something that you need to learn, I feel. It's not a knowledge yang kita ada as realtor sangat lah. Kita know what we want to do, but in terms of investments and everything, it's not our forte. So I have always wanted to collaborate lah. So it's nice lah kalau I can partner with an FSC, and then they can assist my clients in terms of managing their finances. Kalau dapat rumah BTO jual dapat 300-400 ribu, what to do with the finances. Kadang-kadang orang tak tahu nak buat apa, alih-alih je duit tu hilang. Kira macam
because spend or whatever.
Correct, dah spend because you don't know how to channel it proper kan. Kadang-kadang orang tak tahu, dan dia nampak macam ni banyak then buat je lah. Kadang-kadang renovation, maybe you dah nampak duit tu banyak kan. Okay lah, beli lah macam-macam.
Not consciously putting to where matters lah.
Correct. Yeah. So from there, I feel that it's a need for our community especially to understand how to manage their finances well. So
during that meeting,
when
I said I really need to learn how to manage the money. I think our money is all over the place.
Yeah.
Then he said, I think you can contact my friend. He's the director of this Tawakkul organization. I just spoke to him. I think you can talk to him. Then I said, actually, how come I don't do what he do? Why don't I be a financial consultant? It just like a light bulb moment. Then he like, yeah, I've always been wanting to work with one. Why don't you be a financial consultant? So it was a random idea.
Yeah, dia macam ting.
Then came and then suddenly I got so excited about it. And I said, okay, what do I need to do to be a financial advisor?
Yeah. So immediately I contacted the director.
Yeah, director terus.
Shout out to Kaim from Tawakkul organization. So immediately I WhatsApp him. How to be an FSC? The funny thing is he asked me, you want to be an FSC? Because I already established myself in real estate kan. Macam pelik lah kalau I do that sudden switch. No lah, not for me lah. Then straight away we arranged an interview. I mean a meetup.
Not an interview. He arranged. He said, you can come down and meet me, and then I can go through with your wife and things like that. I didn't realize that meetup was actually an interview. Because Tawakkul apparently don't accept anyone. Like we have to make sure that you have the same values, same purpose, same mission. You share a certain, traits that would make you suitable to the organization lah.
Yep. Yeah.
So I didn't realize that conversation was actually my interview with my husband in the office. Who goes for interview with your husband? Yeah, but somehow, alhamdulillah, it just seems to speak to me that I accepted all those things. Like, I believe in what they believe in, and so the rest is history
so
lah.
everything aligned.
Yeah.
So everything aligned, alhamdulillah. And now
so that was January
Yeah,
early January. Met him, set for the exams in February. March, I became FSC.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah.
Ya, Alhamdulillah.
Ya.
Biasalah educator background. So exam
Suka
ni semua
belajar, suka
suka
belajar.
belajar. Kan kita dah cakap dia kan dulu orang kata tu apa macam apa? Nerd.
No.
Tak nak exam.
No lah, I enjoy studying.
Yeah.
And then at that point in time when I studied, it was as if because it's been so long since we left school, right?
Correct.
And I've been so involved with the kids. I've been studying only what they are studying. I've been studying only their syllabus because I want to help them. But suddenly now I'm studying for myself.
Yeah, true.
So the feeling is a bit different now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you can share how many papers are there? Four. There are
So
four
there were
papers.
4 papers, and I think it's crazy. I don't know how I did it, but Alhamdulillah, I sat for 1 paper a week.
1 paper a week,
Yes.
Okay, that's the difference in these two industries that we can share for all of you lah. Because sometimes people ask us how to be an FSC, how to be a real estate agent, and what are the differences, because they know we are a couple kan. So I think this episode we want to share a bit lah on the differences of these two major industries in Singapore as well. Right, so 4 papers for FSC.
Yes.
For real estate agent, we only have 2 papers. But our 2 papers ni in 1 year cuma ada 3 sitting je.
We have papers set for every single day. You book your slot.
Okay, you macam I heard from your side, kalau tak pass, ambil lagi.
Besok
Tak pass,
ambil lagi.
Yeah, so that's the difference, the starting part.
Yeah.
How about the eligibility in order for you to take the exams? What do you need?
I think diploma and above.
Yeah.
Even A-levels, I think okay.
Yeah. So there's a so-called requirements lah.
Yeah.
Requirements that of course nowadays you can just Google it, see lah what are the requirements needed to be an FSC, or you can just approach my wife. Then for my side, as a real estate agent, kita punya requirement at least 4 O-level credits. Yeah, so different also, slightly different. We just need 4 O-level credits in order for you to register and take the course. If you don't have the 4 O-level credits, don't worry, not the end of the world. We have this thing called WPLN. I'm not sure whether people know ke tak.
English is it?
Workplace Literacy and Numeracy punya assessment. So you need to take
PSLE
bukan PSLE. Bukan PSLE, tapi it's a assessment lah.
Yeah.
Assessment you need to take, and you need to hit a certain level. If I can recall well, it's level 5. If I can recall well lah, nanti you need to double check. So if tak ada for O-level credits, ambil this WPLN.
So there's other ways to go about
other
doing
ways.
it now.
So you pass the assessment, hit a certain level, you are eligible to take the course.
Yeah.
And after you take the course, wah, you ask me sama lah. Kita dah lama tak belajar kan. Macam otak ni dah rusty
But
sikit.
I enjoyed it.
I didn't. Yeah, so when I took the real estate course, nak cakap tak
you have a course to prepare you for the exams.
Correct.
Okay. How long was your course?
Okay, our course there are 3 types. Either you take the normal 1 month course.
Oh, lamanya.
1 month course, weekday evenings or weekends, ataupun you ambil express. Express is around 9 days, 9 full days.
Oh, so lama sih.
So for me, self-employed kan at that point of time. So I think I just give it a shot lah, 9 days straight lah kasi habis lah. So 9 days lah, 10 to 5 for 9 days. You imagine dalam 9 days tu macam-macam benda yang I learn yang tak pernah belajar. Kira is totally new thing kan.
Of course lah.
Totally a new thing. And at a certain point of time, am I learning to become a lawyer or what? Banyak sangat legal terms that
I had to
need
also.
to learn.
Correct lah. Because you learn rules and regulations of the finance industry. Right?
Correct. Wow, at that point of time, really interesting but overwhelming also. Took up the course 9 days. Then after that, I remembered I took up the exam, registered. Dulu senang sikit nak register, meaning when you register for the exam slot, you will get it somehow.
There's a quota, is it? How many to sit for?
That point of time, I macam tak ada tau. Macam just apply, can get the slot lah. But nowadays, totally different. Times have changed.
Kena tunggu
Oh, now I have teammates yang nak ambil exam dia open up dia punya register pukul 9 o'clock kan. Dia registered 9:01, 20 second tak dapat.
Oh my god.
Tak dapat the slot. So imagine after the 1 minute mark, they didn't get the slot. And every exam sitting, there's 3,000 slots.
Oh.
So imagine 3,000 slots are being filled up under 1 minute.
And how many will pass?
Tak tahu. I don't have
No
the figures, but I of course selalu kalau kita based on our understanding on the ground, very minimal lah. The percentage is very low in terms of the passing rate and everything. But of course there are people who pass at once, like our teammate Zakir pass one time, one shot. So not impossible. So kadang-kadang orang tanya, boleh ke pass? Boleh, masih boleh. Cuma it's just that belajarlah betul-betul dengan rezeki masing-masing.
Siapa lagi pass one time?
Alhamdulillah.
Nak cakap orang nerd.
Talking about passing one time, to be honest with you, I think I shared with you all, with you. Yeah, I didn't have confidence in passing. Yeah, I remember taking the exam. Of course, belajar. Cuma belajar tu, for me as a person, my friends know lah, I'm a last minute king. In the sense that, I always belajar last minute lah. It is just a system that I always do. Dulu pun zaman uni pun, I will always jam everything at the last minute before the exam itself. So I did the same this time round because at that point of time tengah busy kan, tengah ngajar dekat ASUK and everything. Lepas tu, je, alamak, ada exam nak dekat. I told myself, if I don't study, doa pun tak guna.
Betul cakap.
Yeah, that's what I have at that point of time. I remember that it's like 1 week leading to the exam dia. Kalau tak belajar ni, kira doa pun forward lah. Bukan forward, it's just that not what we are taught to do. So I told myself, okay lah, mark macam uni days lah. Like 2-3 days before the exam, belajar pagi sampai malam. And then on Saturday, I sat for the first paper. I remembered exiting the first paper. Hey, ni kalau lepas miracle ni. Ni kalau lepas miracle. Lepas tu, then balik from the first paper, Saturday, belajar for the second paper on Sunday. It's back to back Saturday, Sunday. Sama juga, Sunday keluar. Okay lah, then I remember I told my mom. My mom asked me lah, okay, to cut the story short a bit lah, why I decided to be a real estate agent. Because tak pernah envision. Daripada dulu kita cakap nak jadi pilot, dah jadi instructor. Kenapa alih-alih jadi real estate agent? A lot of people ask me, why become a real estate agent? Your path, career path, totally different. So one fine day, to cut the story short, my mom asked me, Adik, you want to be a real estate agent? I know you have heard this story a lot of times. But I share it with the audience. So one day, she asked me, Adik, you want to be a real estate agent tak? Then I asked her, why? Ibu penat lah, ibu nak retire. So rather than she retires and pass her existing clients to other people, might as well pass to her own son lah. That is her thought at that point of time. So I remembered in 2012 gitu, I still running. So I told her, not the time yet lah, I'm still busy running. But somehow Allah decided in 2013, I have a pocket of time. My center dah ada staff, dah ada manager, dah ada instructor, so they can auto run. So I told the team, I want to go learn real estate. You all okay tak? Macam okay, go ahead with it. Then I go lah. So then talking about the exam, first 2 papers submit, tak ada confidence in passing. I remember during Ramadan, I told my mom, Bu, ni kalau pass miracle lah. Then I even remember clearly until now, I doa tau, ya Allah, kalau pass satu paper pun jadi lah. Kira time puasa tu kan doa tu macam bulan Ramadan ni nak dekat Ramadan juga. So I doa, ya Allah, kalau pass satu paper pun jadi lah. So at least I can just take another paper kan. But Allah decided I passed both papers at once. Alhamdulillah. So I really was thankful back then, because to think of going through the exam again. But of course, I have friends yang ambil 7 kali, 8 kali. That didn't give up, which is I totally applaud. Ni rezeki lah, masing-masing. You just don't give up. If you want to take it, go for it and go all out until you get it lah, I feel. Yeah.
Even when I was studying, we don't have the course like yours before that. They give us macam at that point in time, because it was COVID or something, I think. So to them, they just give us like Zoom sessions. You know, you can sit for it. Then after that, do mock papers and all that, which is normal, right? So in my mind, it's just that, Shah, you better clear this. Because when I was going for the classes and studying, he was taking care of all the kids. He kept asking me, bila ni nak habis ni? Bila nak habis ni? Because he cannot go out, he cannot do anything. He has to care for the kids completely. Because either I go out to study, or I just, be at the dining table with all my books, macam A-levels when you're studying. So for me, it's like you have to do it. The faster you do it, then the easier you can take over back whatever that I was doing. So I guess that was my motivation back then lah.
So Alhamdulillah, she also passed all the 4 papers once.
Yes, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So it's not impossible. We are the product of it, but the effort that is need to be put a lot juga. Dia kena belajar. Dia bukan macam main-main.
Mesti belajar. Mesti buat more exam lah.
And especially in real estate, I feel that now you really need to belajar macam you belajar degree. That's what I heard a lot of people saying. If you want to pass at the first shot, you need to really belajar betul-betul lah. Because we have like from people from different industry, high profile, ambil exam, then macam tak lepas. Then they were telling us, ni aku dulu ambil master, ambil ni semua okay, tapi ni tak lepas RES ni. Tak lepas RES. Then they were thinking maybe they underestimate the exams lah. So you study well for it. So once you study, you dah pass, get the so-called, you can register lah to be a licensed real estate agent for my side. Correct. And then for you as a licensed FSC.
But at the end of the day, I think really rezeki lah. Susah nak cakap lah. Macam nak cakap, kita kalau belajar macam gini pun, kalau Allah kata it's not the time for you to do this, you won't.
True.
But because from the point when we already hasratkan the niat, what we wanted to do, everything was really smooth lah. Alhamdulillah.
Right? And this is where we shared in our previous episodes, right, about this annual meeting where we share our goals as a couple. And that is where kita doakan for each other. Of course, she wants to go to that path. I doa for her that she pass lah.
And cannot just doa lah. You have to support and be prepared to
Right
take
lah.
over
I take over daddy duties.
the roles. What take over? That is your daddy duty, full stop. But take over more lah of the things that I'm supposed to be doing.
Correct.
So to make way for me so I can study. Yeah,
True.
likewise for you also lah.
True. It's a support system lah. Support system that we need to have. We need to understand each other. Then Alhamdulillah, we passed our exams. We managed to get the license. And here we are now as a RES agent and as an FSC.
Yeah. So talking about that, do you think any of our kids will actually end up taking over our roles?
Interesting because for me, I mean, I started off teaching kan. After teaching, lepas tu open up my own Arabic center, jadi entrepreneur pula. When I became an entrepreneur, you learn a lot of things. I remember Asuk when the earlier days that we set up, she assisted me a lot lah. Even though the company so-called is mine.
Thank you. That's the first time I hear you say that.
So kita jadi our own marketing, jadi instructor, jadi admin, jadi cleaner, semua kita
content developer,
semua buat sendiri.
Marketing
So as an entrepreneur, you need to go to that path lah someday. So so when I entered the entrepreneurship world, after doing all those things kan, I'm very passionate about entrepreneurship. That's where nowadays pun when people ask me to give talks on entrepreneurship, I will always accept lah, because I feel that this is another passion that I built up across the years to be an entrepreneur. So to answer your question, when I become an entrepreneur, so dah ada Asuk kan, okay, kita dah ada Asuk. Lepas tu now in real estate pula. So we have a few kids. Of course, as a father, I'm not sure what's your opinion, nanti I can ask you. Of course, as a father, kita ada this understanding. In future, I can pass down this legacy. Okay, ni Asuk, okay, siapa nak ambil? Okay, ni what do you call it, real estate, siapa nak take over jadi real estate agent. And my parents ada renovation company, and then if you pass down to me, then who wants to take off? Dah lah, kita have a few companies that we can pass down to them lah. That's the intention, but again, I wouldn't know in future siapa yang akan take up. Either some of them will take up or not at all.
But will you be affected if none of them wants to do all these things?
Nak cakap tak affected, mungkin affected sikit, because I really hope that they will continue the legacy one day. But of course, I don't want to enforce. I don't want to so-called kasi dia obligation lah. But of course, deep down inside my heart, best kalau company yang kita dah build for the past how many years ni, ada orang sambungkan legacy ni, then they can continue the path that you have set and everything. But I know that from the real life scenario, we have lah a lot of people yang tahu yang anak-anak diorang tak sambung pun sampai mungkin company tu tutup pasal there's no one continuing the journey. So that's on my end lah. On you?
No, I just feel that we have to let them carve their own pathways lah. But you can like just
You can always doa.
yeah, of course, if you want that. But to me, I feel that these things that we're preparing should not be a burden, but rather just a safety net for them. So whatever that I'm doing now, I feel that if they cannot get whatever that they are trying to, they have something to fall back on to work towards. It shouldn't be a burden or liability that they must continue because we want to.
Of course.
Yeah,
That's why
but
it's an obligation.
I think as parents, we want to prepare for not just us, but something that can benefit our kids, right? So whatever that we're building now, inshallah, if they want it, it can help them.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's my point lah.
Yeah, true. I agree. I will not enforce lah, like I said. But like I said lah, just deep down.
Tapi you cannot guilt trip them, you know. Kesiannya Asuk siapa nak continue kan. Sell lah, make money.
Sekali during that day. Tengok balik episode ni. Because our kids are still young. Okay. Yeah, but moving forward, like I said, I'm passionate about entrepreneurship. I feel that entrepreneurship ni, kadang-kadang like I said lah, I'm a bit biased on certain things. I feel that buat what do you call it, business ni is part of sunnah as well. Apart from our Prophet SAW, he did in a way business entrepreneurship kan. So a lot more inclination towards that lah for me personally. But like I said, nothing wrong.
But you know, it's not meant for everyone.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we really know. Because entrepreneurs like us, like our producer, we all understand kita punya journey ni the roller coaster. the roller coaster. Sometimes
Not for the faint-hearted.
correct. Really, it's a truth. It's not for the faint-hearted. You really have to have
Not for
the
me.
grit, not the GREED, GRIT. The grit, the perseverance, the passion, a lot lah that you need to, because the stability you can't compare with people who are in the employment sector lah. You know, at the end of the month, you get a certain pay. You have this career ladder to climb.
Yeah.
It's fixed. For us, we don't know how much we're gonna get at the end of the month. We can forecast, we can plan, but at the end of the day, he is the best of planners, and rezeki is from him. That's why the dependence to Razak, our provider, has to be very, very strong. I'm not saying that people who are employed tak strong. It's just that in entrepreneur, nak kena lagi kuat lah. Pasal you tak tahu tau, at the end of the month, you nak dapat duit dari mana, but your expenses still running. You cannot say, tak nak bayar budak sekolah ke, tak nak bayar, tak boleh apa. All these things has to be paid. But where you going to get it from? Because it's not a fixed income that you're going to get kan. So yalah, your dependence on him has to be very, very strong. But I always believe if your objective and your purpose is, is pure, insyaAllah Allah will assist lah.
InsyaAllah.
And I think you have seen my journey lah. There's a lot of moments of ups and downs. Whatever people see now, of course, social media ni,
we only show the good things,
you have
guys.
to understand that how social media works. In the sense that rare orang
To me, I don't want to spread negativity.
Correct.
We don't need to air our problems or our
but
negativity.
that doesn't mean that
we don't go through it lah.
So you have to understand it's always like there's hard ups and down. And then kadang-kadang orang tengok real estate agent ni macam 4 figure, 5 figure, 6 figure, whatever figure. So rich lah. But back end, they don't know what we went through.
No, they don't know the expenses also. We don't share the expenses.
Yeah, expenses and everything. So that's social media. But again, why we share, we hope, again, come back to purpose and objective. Why I share? Because I hope that I can give some form of inspiration, especially to the younger generation lah. That you work hard for it. Let's say it's meant to be yours. Your rezeki is there. InsyaAllah, it will be there lah. Yeah. So
I just thought of something. I mean, I know you say you will share for inspiration and all that. I don't know if this is a sensitive topic lah. But someone did ask me before, Shai, don't you think that people might see all these things that you guys are sharing as riak?
Understood.
Yeah, like you're sharing all your good things. You're sharing about your kids doing well. You're sharing about how much you're earning, all the trips that I won and all that. Yeah, so when the person asked, it did come up to a form of reflection for me. Like, did I do that because I wanted to get some form of validation from people? Or why is it? Why do we share? Okay, why do you share all those things that you do?
Wow, I mean,
let's say you get the award. Recently you get the award, then I ask you, why you share? Why later people think you like that? You know, this is a normal reaction from my side.
Understood. I've been asked a few times also, especially from my teammates also. Because diorang pun, I mean, they are in the same industry as me. And to rewind time a bit kan, I have a dilemma, to be honest with you. Before I start posting like this awards kind of thing, ada dilema sendiri. Nak post ke tak nak Kalau post takut orang cakap riak. Kalau tak post pula, okay, why we, in a way at the end of the day, I come to a conclusion that we need to post. Come to conclusion lah. I mean, it's something like
that's what you've been doing anyways.
It's a form of marketing. It's a form of marketing in our industry. That's why agencies give us awards and everything. To be honest with you, we are in the industry kan. Apa-apa award yang kita nampak ni, kadang-kadang kita cakap, ni award basic, simple je. I mean, there are other people achieving much more than us.
But it does not deny the fact that you actually achieve all those things.
Correct, of course. Only that we know that in our industry, we are maybe biasa. There are other performers yang really higher than yours, much bigger than yours. Yeah, but coming back to that question, I always feel that there's a fine line between being riak, boastful, and being so-called your intention of inspiring others, motivating others. So it's a very fine line. You can easily sway to which path, right? So I always tell myself, if before I post that thing, ada terdetik dalam hati ni nak riak, I will not post. Yeah, I will not post. But if let's say during that posting, I feel that my intention is still true. I want to inspire others, especially when I have teammates. I need to inspire them in the sense that if I can do it, you can also do it too. And other people out there, it's more on to giving inspiration, not to be boastful. Why? Like I said lah, there are other people who earn macam-macam lagi and who achieve more things. So being boastful too is not there, because we know that Alhamdulillah the achievement is there, but there are more things. Yeah lah, that's on my side. But it's a very fine line lah. It's a very fine line.
So for me, sometimes in the many things that people ask, that's probably the one and only time lah. The others would continue saying, thank you for sharing. It makes me also want to do the same. Or but other people gain positive takeaways from it.
Yep.
So that's when I feel like actually there's a bigger purpose in all of this lah.
Correct,
Because what I share could be something that's relatable to others and make them like, actually I also can do it. How come she can do these kind of things? And also I feel that even let's say about the kids, I feel that our kids will be reading all these things somehow on the social media. They have their own platforms in the future. It also sends a message to them that I was there to witness all this and I celebrate all your wins. And for me, that is very important for the kids to also know that my parents have been with me through every step of the way. So I don't know. I think it's more for conviction for myself and also for the family lah. True. But if other people can gain from it, why not lah?
So it always comes back to your intention. That's what I feel. Again.
But you cannot please everyone.
Of course.
People might still see it as something else, but you cannot control that lah.
There will be haters in the world.
But you cannot control how people want to interpret.
Of course.
Correct.
So that's why I always tell people that it all goes back to your own intention and your own purpose, right? If your intention is there, go for it lah. Whatever people want to say, let them say. But what's your intention of doing things?
And also, I think there was this particular saying, I don't know which talk that I heard. They say that if you have a good thing, share it. Share with others. I don't know if you can validate that claim.
I mean, in terms of sharing, of course, in our religion pun ada cakap suruh share. Cuma again, the debate is always to which extent of sharing, right? And of course, for our side juga, I mean, I do have friends yang kadang-kadang kita ada kawan, then diorang a bit concerned. Kadang-kadang bila kita share ni, okay, this one entering religious things sikit lah, boleh ya?
Boleh lah, ARS certified.
So when we share, there's always the concern on Ain lah. People will always say that. And we all know Ain is something real. Our Prophet SAW have mentioned it before also. It's not something yang orang made up ke apa. It's real. It's something yang terjadi, memang ada. So, then the concern comes to me back. Kadang I have friends macam kau okay tak, as in whenever you do this, I'm concerned lah kalau these kind of things.
Whether it affects you,
whether it will affect us, and whether it affect our kids and our families and everything kan. So again, personal opinion of us, I feel that the intention has to be there first, right? Why you want to share? If your intention ada tersikit riak ke apa, jangan. It might lead to a certain effect lah. And then secondly, whatever that is being taught to us, for example, when kita post benda-benda gini, we all like to put Masya Allah, Tabarakallah at the start of the posting lah. I think that is what we can share also, because that is what is being taught to us. So bila orang baca your post kan, orang kan mesti terbaca the first line apa, indirectly kan. Bila baca ternampak, and then terbaca, hopefully it can protect us and protect them as well on both ends, so that bila kita nampak tu, kita more like inspired, and then kita inspired satu, tapi kita bila cakap Masya Allah, Tabarakallah, kita nak pulangkan everything to Allah. Because whatever that we achieve, whatever that we get, whatever that we have done is all from His will and from His, dia yang allow lah. Kalau tak, it won't happen. So we all need to give back all the, orang kata tu, success, all the praises. Kan kita always say Alhamdulillah, Masya Allah, Tabarakallah. So it's very important for us to have that. But at the end of the day, I always tell myself juga, benda ni, kalau Allah kata jadi, jadilah. Meaning kalau Allah kata kenalah. It's just that for me, nak kena protect ourselves, and every day we doa. That's why I think I shared in the previous episode also, every morning kalau boleh, we baca that doa lah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. La yadurru ma'asmihi syai'un fil ardi wala fis sama'i wa huwas samiul alim. So hopefully 3 times. So hopefully we are protected. But that being said kan, macam whatever happens in the world, I always like to observe lah. Kadang-kadang macam kita nampak asatiza kena. Kadang logik tu macam, ni asatiza, macam mana boleh kena and everything.
I'm sure they have done all their protection.
Correct. Kan, dia ada logik apa, mesti takkan asatiza tak ada protection and everything. That's where I say, Allah kalau kata dia jadi, dia akan jadi.
There must be a bigger reason why all these things happen lah.
Betul,
kan?
and that's hikmah. And one very good example that maybe I can share, I think this is widely known, like whatever Ustaz Kazim has shared. Ustaz Kazim, Malaysia, he's a very popular ustaz. And then dia kena sihir. Bila kena sihir, orang cakap, ni ustaz a very well-known, prominent ustaz, tapi kena. But his answer is where I find, Masya Allah. His answer, he was saying that, ni Allah yang tentukan untuk jadi. Kalau saya tak kena, mungkin saya tak belajar perubatan Islam. You know, the mentality tu he switch. Kalau orang kena, asal aku kena, asal aku dah buat ni, aku dah
Sangka
jaga.
baik lah regardless
Kira the positive thoughts towards Allah, dia punya level, Masya Allah. So he was saying, he learns perubatan Islam, and now he is assisting people in perubatan Islam, and he finds the hikmah behind that. Tapi
in
dia punya dugaan, dia punya cubaan tu memang terabak . But again, his mentality, his positive thinking towards Allah, that's what I feel we need to ingrain in ourselves. Always have positive thoughts, not only to humans, to people, but towards Allah as well. Kenapa? And I always find hikmah behind everything yang terjadi .
Sometimes it's not easy lah. It's not easy when it happens to you to always think positive of things. Because you will be engulfed in your own emotions, in your own why does it happen and all that kind of stuff. But I think when all the dust settles, you will slowly come to the realization that it's all in the grand master plan lah.
As Muslim, we believe in that. Believe in that. Everything happens is with Allah's will, whether it's good or bad. If it's bad also, kenapa? Kenapa? And then talking about that.
Habisnya khutbah Jumaat hari ni.
Talking about employment, entrepreneurship.
That thinking is very important lah.
Correct,
to tide you through the ups and downs, I guess.
True. And then I think I've shared this before in certain talks as well, that we ever came to a moment whereby macam in terms of finances, we are being challenged. Challenges comes in different form, right? In terms of macam-macam lah. Kira dua ni dia akan datang macam-macam. So challenges, I remember at one point of time, we are challenged financially.
I wasn't working.
At the point she was not working. So I'm the so-called sole breadwinner of the family, and kita kan self-employed. So
the overhead costs.
There are certain times where the overhead costs are too high, and then you are not sure where to get it from. And I remember one day macam kita usaha lah kan, kita usaha tapi tak dapat, macam tak tahu mana nak dapat. And then one day somehow Allah decided to give. And
do you remember what was it?
I can't remember exactly like what's the bila is it?
No, do you remember what was the thing that you realized? What was the hidden stash that you didn't know you have?
I can't recall lah. Okay,
because do you mind if I share? Okay. So when you have Asuk, they have different methods of payment apa? So different methods of payment on website is via credit card, and then sometimes via this, via that, different things. So everything all cleared. We cleared our accounts every month and all that all settled. But you didn't realize there was a particular account, I think to a PayLah account or some account, PayPal account that you need to go through a different system to get.
Correct.
So that was not open for the longest time.
True.
So suddenly he remembered there was something, and then
suddenly
that was the one that
then somehow ada funds that can tide us through. You imagine macam for me kan, dia punya responsibility is very high lah with the kids and everything kan.
And because that time you had staff. So you're more concerned about paying the staff because their family has to be fed through your payment on the
That's
monthly basis.
That's what I believe in lah. As a founder, as an owner, you must make sure that your staff, if you tak dapat pun you tak dapat lah, tapi your staff semua nak kena settle because amanah responsibility kan. So that one dah kasih semua, then you yourself sama mak sekarang how your own family and everything kan. So I remember that whole situation, and time solat tu, ya Allah, macam you know kan, this kind of things, bila you dah tak tahu jalan mana nak keluar, suddenly Allah kasih you jalan keluar. And then when you baca Fatihah, that line iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in tu, I broke down lah.
He cried. That was the first time tengah jemaah, then his voice break, you know. Macam you know those kind of imam-imam yang baca dekat masjid habis nangis-nangis. That was the first time all of us heard his voice crack. So I saw the kids after that were like, after that lah, they were like, why Abi cry?
Asal sekarang nak nangis? Saya nak nangis pasal teringat lah. So teringat at the point of time when I read that ayat, I really broke down lah.
Okay. So it's a real thing, guys. We have to have faith.
So just to teringat. Not part of the podcast.
Wah, ada tissue. Okay, let's take 5 and end this.
So I'm just saying that we have to always have belief in him. And never give up. Never give up. doa and then continue your journey. So insyaAllah you will achieve whatever you want to achieve. What is that? The path lah. The path. Suara pun dah pecah. Yeah. So there will be moments lah. There will be moments that you will be challenged, that you don't know where to turn to. Always remember, Allah will always there for us. And I feel that kadang-kadang bila kita challenge ni kan, to take a look at the whole picture again, the hikmah behind it. I always feel that, okay, kenapa Allah challenge you to the point yang you sampai sedih gitu, so that when you macam, sometimes He wants you to pull you to be closer to Him.
Be more grateful with what you have, I guess.
Because at the point of time, sometimes the challenges always ada hikmah. So I feel that Alhamdulillah, I got the hikmah. Okay, ni Allah nak duga pasal, okay, kalau Allah, you imagine Allah tak kasi you any challenges, nothing. You are just free to do everything. Sometimes maybe you might overlook on certain things. You might just so-called macam engrossed in the worldly things, that you terlupa on the akhirah ke apa-apa lah. So I just find that there always must be hikmah. So at the point of time I always feel that, okay lah, ni Allah nak kita dekatkan diri kita dengan dia. Do things, don't forget the hereafter as well. Do things on both ends, so that we can achieve success in this world and the hereafter as well. InsyaAllah.
Dah okey belum?
Okay dah. So suara nama dah okey. Okay, suara saya dah okey. So alhamdulillah. So again, why we are sharing, because I just feel that whatever you see normally in social media are all beds of roses, but in real life I feel that everyone mesti ada dugaan ni. Everyone mesti ada kena challenges, and how do you want to overcome it? And for us, of course, as Muslims, you know, the formula to overcome it will always be your prayers, will always be your dua, will always be your belief in Allah. Have faith in Him. During bad times, during days yang memang dah teruk gila ke apa, do not lose hope in Him. Right? Always have hope in Him. You know that Allah is very merciful. Tapi kita nak kena percaya benda tu, dia tak boleh cakap je. You have to have faith in that. So insyaAllah He will there to assist you. Alright. So I think again lah, kita punya episodes ni kan are very spontaneous lah. You can see that kita berbual ni tiba macam rare ni, macam tak pernah macam terdapat orang ternampak ni. Air mata ni mahal tau sebenarnya. Jarang-jarang dia keluar. But again, this is real life lah, real life things that we want to share for all of you. InsyaAllah kita doa yang terbaik, and we always know that dunia ni sementara, it's leading to the hereafter, which is our ultimate goal. So hopefully whatever we do in this life, work hard for it. Kita nak get the best of both worlds, and insyaAllah one day hopefully all of us will be in Jannah with our family, you know, with our loved ones lah, insyaAllah. Okay, so that will be the end of this episode. Alhamdulillah. So again, if you have any questions, you have any feedbacks or any comments, anything that you want to know, you can just always reach out to us, WhatsApp me or WhatsApp my wife, DM us, and hopefully we can share whatever knowledge that we have, in hopes that it will be beneficial to all of you that who are watching. InsyaAllah. Right. So till the next episode of The Patio, I'm Agent Shahid.
And I'm Shai.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.